fire. He doesn't need any divine help. Ladies and gentlemen, let's pray! And on the other side of the rift, battling for Team Ice, he's got the fastest win in the 1v1 tournament, and he has proven that Lex Rex. All right, gentlemen, time to get this show on the road.
Interesting. Prey wants the double AD carry matchup to actually see whose prowess is better in that sense, but will Lex fall into it? Like we said, both of them have gone AD carries so far, so it would be interesting to see them have no AD carries.
It would be. I'd actually be interested. This always sounds really boring to everybody, but a Caitlyn versus Caitlyn mirror matchup is actually very intricate. It sounds boring, but the one we had in IWCA was BRTT versus Kira, and it was such an intricate matchup, just how trap usage went, Peacemaker
All right, yeah, I can see those new traps. All right.
It didn't get to 100 CS. It was like level 4, level 5s. You know, Kira got the kill. It was an interesting
You can basically
one,
attack each other from each turret. I hope it doesn't go to 100.
It's good. I hope it's not Caitlyn in some respects, but, you know, we've seen Kalista mirrors, we've seen Lucian mirrors. I'd like to see something a little different.
I see a Quinn mirror.
Quins
mirror. Blind each other back and forth. I don't know if it's going to work, though. What would you choose in a way?
What would I choose? I did choose Brand in a lot of the 1v1s that I did as practice leading up to this. Did go so well. You know, I think that was more because of what I was playing against, but, you know, it's not my fault. Always blame it on other people, Rick. That's what I found.
Of course. That's how you go through things.
That's why we 1v1, so that you can never blame it on other people.
Yeah, we've seen the Kindred now on the ban list, going away once again. Way too powerful once you get that level 3, even level 1, 2. Definitely too strong to be in here. Team Ice ban, Prey, already smiling. I love that these guys go into this, they're like, yo, I'm nervous. Are you nervous? We're like, hell yeah, I'm nervous right now. Sitting out here 1v1, testing my skill in front of the entire world that watches League of Legends, and I might suck for a second. That could make you nervous.
I just love that they can talk to each other as well.
That's,
if they say they're nervous,
perfect.
I'm like, are you nervous? Are you really nervous? Like, I just start actually just poking and prodding at these
I heard you were nervous earlier.
vulnerabilities.
So ADs are actually getting hit here. Kindred still kind of falling into that sense. Lucian finally gets banned. Thank you very much. Get it out of there. Everybody's been using it to get their victories. And now, what will they go for? A Caitlyn ban? A Trist ban? What are they going to ban? All AD carries here?
Urgot Mirror is an
Kindred
interesting
on the edge.
I think we'll get Urgot ban here because Urgot Mirror tends to be whoever gets the first auto away.
The reduction is
Yep, you just, oh, my passive worked first.
You're tearing your hair out and crying.
Oh, there it is.
Urgot's gone. All right,
okay.
so they do take out the Urgot.
Is it going to be Caitlyn here, or are we getting a Caitlyn mirror? I say
just love
this
to
now.
see them both net away and hit each other with bullets you can still hit. Like,
oh, okay.
no, Caitlyn gets taken out. So now, 45 seconds.
I actually don't mind that
Choose
so
it.
much because now I hyped it up. It'd probably be the most boring, like actual 100 CS. Both of them get to 99, and it's the first one.
Like,
that does
we'll be
kills.
back in 10 minutes.
Yeah. We'll leave them to it.
Do it.
You may get your wish.
I want to see Quinn. Come on, let's go. Give me a birthday
wish.
present. Give me a birthday present here. So it's going to be Barrier, though. Barrier exhaust.
Maybe. We'll see where it sits. They're talking about it. They're thinking.
I feel like
one's locked.
I feel like that works really well because as Quinn, you vault and then you Q, and you're not, unless you like ignite while you're vaulting, you're not in range to really get that back because you're pushing the person away trying to get your attack in. But it can still work. It can still work.
We actually, we're not getting the mirror.
Okay, I can deal with it. Happy birthday gift is fine with me. So this is actually going to be pretty interesting.
I still am not super keen on Ezreal in the 1 versus 1. Just because of how Mystic Shot blocks a lot of your damage. The same can be said for Quinn, although her Q does deal AoE, which is really annoying. We were talking about this backstage, actually. Riv, you were
It's
actually
so annoying,
getting
but I
triggered
love
by
it
watching Huni.
because I've been playing Quinn. It's just that you can vault people back into their minions when you're playing her top lane, and you can still hit her with Q because you said AoE. It's just so much fun. And right now, she's super, super powerful, and I think Prey really has an upper hand here. I'm sorry, Lex.
I was going to say, and I think Lex, I was like, you know, Ezreal could do good, can avoid a lot of the chase potential from Quinn. You just arcane shift away. So that actually may be an area that Prey does have a slight advantage. I wonder whether Lex spoke to Huni after watching him play Quinn earlier, because Huni wrecked LCK as a team with Quinn and the rest of Europe. But, you know, it was a lot.
He's going to do more of that in NA this year, too.
So sad.
It's going to be fantastic. All right, we're about to get into the match. It is Prey versus Lex for your next 1v1 of the quarterfinals. Remember, moving on grants you 25 points for your team. If you can go on from there, it's either 50 or 150 if you can take that first place spot or second. And these guys are definitely trying to win it for their teams. That really bringing on the nervousness as well. With how close the points are, there's a little more pressure on the shoulders. Same start from both sides here as we would have expected. What are we looking at, Runes and Masteries? Just Grasp of the Undying.
Yep.
As usual.
Grasp of the Undying, 668 for both of these players.
Okay.
So looking for the sustain game is what the two of them are doing. You can see Prey has established control with the walls. Yep. I mean, Lex already just assumes he's there anyway, so it's one of these situations where it's like, oh, you've confirmed my suspicions. Nice, got it.
Shoot it.
I was right.
Where's the BM? Shoot him up.
One thing I'm kind of interested is how fast Prey can actually kind of counteract the push that Lex would have. You can see Prey got the first damage onto the minions, but I imagine Lex should be able to just Q to kind of make up for that. Ooh, actually gets Prey and both of the minions. That is huge, and follows up with the empowered attack, gets the Grasp of the Undying. That was such a good Q from Lex.
That is Quinn.
That is Quinn.
That is Quinn. 3 simple words. I missed. Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh,
it's another one. Prey losing a bit of health here, but it's not going to be too bad for the first points. He gets it back with a very nice Mystic shot to even up the HP. Showing out those emblems. I like it.
First minions at even timing, so we're now looking for the level 3 between these two. But, you know, as 80 carries in this, I think they're going to be fairly content to just farm out the first few minutes. I wonder exactly whether Prey is going to go aggressive with the Ignite in the early levels for him to really get his damage down onto Lex. He has to bypass Lex's minions. If he takes minion aggro, those range minions deal so much damage this early in the game that it's so difficult to trade.
He'd definitely be playing a lot of this with Mystic shots from the brush. Lex would probably hug the right side of the minion wave, but he would still be able to stay safe, get his shots out, find that CS line, because it just lines up for you, right? Mystic shot across the board and get what you need. Trading on siege minions right now, so a little bit less focus for Prey as he got that one down, but misses threading that Mystic shot through on Lex. Lex is winning the auto attack war here, but still takes damage from minions, so it's somewhat evening out, as well as those Mystic shots Prey is always finding once he goes back. 17-14, so the clip for CS is pretty even here.
Yeah, but you can see Prey has managed to stop Lex from just getting a couple of CS from the first few waves. That denial of CS early on is actually pretty significant, especially in a matchup where you expect it is going to go later. Anytime you can make your opponent miss 2, maybe 3 CS from a wave, that is a big, big win.
Gotta be feeling good then. Almost catching up here. These two should go into the turret. If Lex can't get him, he actually stops it from happening. Nicely done to take the fight there. Actually saves his minions, but he loses the health as he tries to go for the fight.
And Lex needs to realize that this is what Prey is going to do, is every time that minion wave isn't there, that's when Prey goes to Prey. There's only so many times that Prey can actually land damage onto Lex that if Lex just plays this smarter and backs away, he will lose CS in exchange for not losing health, but Prey honestly is winning in both of those scenarios if that happens. Now Lex loses a big wave to tower as well. Man, that is such a big win here for Prey.
You got to remember the towers do different damage as well on this map. So it's not going to be as easy for Lex to get back to this wave. It's already pushed out. Now he's got to go back and fight. You were talking about Prey's advantage once that minion wave is gone. It almost counters him when it's there. You get the Mystic shots, your Arcane Shift as well could be directed towards the minion. You lose damage. So there's definitely a lot of focus he has on Lex once that minion wave somewhat clears out.
Yeah, very frustrating to try and play Ezreal into a full minion wave, but as soon as it goes, all clear, and Prey is able to get the damage down. But you know, Lex is only 3 CS behind. I say only. That is actually not too bad considering he did lose a whole wave. Prey now in trouble, perhaps.
A few shots. Can he sack another Harrier with Q? He cannot get Blinding Assault to match. The slow evolve already wore off. And I'm thinking how this is going to work once these guys get their ultimate. Lex can always pop in the brush and come out and flatten these minions a little bit more, meaning they're going to push him to turret for Prey. Is that when he comes back, or does Prey get the True Shot Barrage? It clears the necessary things.
If Prey uses the True Shot Barrage on the minions, obviously it'll be a very clear win condition for him that he wants to get to 100. The problem is it's such a big part of his damage that if he can somehow get it off in the combo, he may be able to take out Lex. Take into account Ignite is on Prey, so he will just have a little bit more kill potential if the barrier is not available on Lex, but that is still a game of we've seen barrier just kind of outplay Ignite so many times.
Very, very close in that situation. Damage, traded back and forth. 6 about to come up here. A blinding assault hits as well, but Prey should be able to pick up this minion. He does have a 10 CS lead now, though, so Lex definitely needs to keep an eye on that further.
And that's all from Lex trying to trade into Prey, and Prey just saying, okay, I'll lose some health, but gain the CS, and Lex has been missing it at the same time, and it's a very clear objective from Prey, just to make sure he's not losing too much and getting the CS at the same time. So Lex right now is going to have to do something. He will be able to get back into lane pretty quickly. 6 versus 5 though here.
That was going to be the Harrier stack. He didn't get the extra shot off. You're right, though. I was waiting for the true shot barrage to come through. That's all of Prey's mana at this point. He does have the biscuit for a slight chunk. That relic is up, and it's going to be Lex's because Valor comes out to help. Very nicely done. That actually helps him from dying.
It helps Lex in the sense that he gets a little bit of health back, but look at what Prey managed to do. He pushed the wave into the turret, forced Lex not to auto-attack for a while. Lex had to move all the way around and then try and get a couple of last hits just with the end of his ultimate, but Prey right now is in such a commanding position. It's such a good spot for him to be in.
Lex's first back was that Doran's blade and the armor. Really, like, relying on the Harrier damage to be really what he needed, but puts the 2 longswords in there, realizing could be some finalizing kills if he had some extra damage earlier, and the serrated dirt coming up for Prey.
And in an AD versus AD matchup, armor is actually very efficient because not only does it reduce the damage that you're going to take from basic attacks, but also against the abilities. The thing is, Ezreal does have a little bit of AP scaling. It's only a tiny amount, so you would never want to itemize magic resist against him, but he's just one of the champions that it's ever so slightly less efficient on. The likes of Illusion, you basically just reduce the damage from everything in his kit.
Unless you have the old Runeblade Ezreal.
Oh, I don't want that back.
No.
I don't want it.
Nope. 64 to 50. Things are getting tight here in the CS realm. It does not look like a turret will fall in this match, or a champion for that matter. Both have been kills across the board as these players have made it to the quarterfinals on either end. Fire just picked up 1 more win, so Ice is looking to get this. Lex goes in, uses Blinding Assault, but actually misses after the vault. A very nice arcane shift. That could be it. The Ignite is down, but the barrier's out. Prey fighting off. No more Harrier stacking coming in for Lex, and Prey gets the 1v1 win.
And that's one of the big drawbacks here with the Quinn, is if you can't get the chain combo, the Vault Auto, Q Auto follow-up, you just don't quite have as much damage as you should. I like the game plan from Prey. Not only was he playing a more mobile champion, also took himself a little bit of armor penetration from the serrated Dirk, and you can just see just how much damage he's got. All he had to do, dodge out a Q from Lex and just make sure he can land the last bit of damage. Didn't matter about the barrier, just from how much stronger Prey was there.
That really was awesome too. Most of the time Prey was just dodging himself out, dodging the Blinding Assault. He was good on it, and then that time he said, no, I have an extra trick up my sleeve. I didn't even see that coming. Very nice job to Prey. You can see him fanning himself off. He is on fire right now. Another Ice member down. Fire comes up with 2 wins in the 1v1. Now Ice still versus Fire.